Welcome back to What's Now. The F-35 is the most advanced fighter jet in the world. It's an incredible aircraft. Let's find out more right now.
Hi, Christine. Good morning. This is Al Norman.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
How's the weather in Fort Worth?
It's rainy and stormy today. I hope it's better where you're at.
It's actually beautiful. Cold, but beautiful where we are.
It's kind of supposed to be cold in the mountains, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not complaining,
yeah.
Actually. This is Christine Napier from Park City Television, and you may have heard the recent news that the Pentagon reached a deal with Lockheed Martin for 478 of the world's most advanced fighter jets, the F-35. Joining us now is Al Norman, Chief Test Pilot of Lockheed Martin Aeronautics from the mile-long factory in Fort Worth, Texas, that makes these technological marvels. Thank you for talking with us at Park City Television.
Good morning, Christine, and thanks for the opportunity to visit with you.
So how will the F-35 make us more secure?
Well, the F-35 is what we call a fifth-generation fighter, and by that I mean we take the attributes of stealth, combine those with very advanced avionics systems that provide situational awareness around the cockpit, and the ability to share all that information among all our airplanes. When we do that, we give all pilots in the sky flying with us unprecedented situational awareness, all the while being undetected if they're in harm's way. So what that translates to is our men and women of the service can execute their mission effectively and come home safely.
You are a very experienced pilot. You've flown 7,000 hours on more than 70 types of aircraft. What is it like to fly the F-35?
Well, there are over 450 of these airplanes flying around the world with over 900 pilots trained, me included. And when you do ask us, we all kind of say the same things. We will talk about this being a game changer, those attributes of fifth gen that I talked about, and how a pilot that gets into this airplane for the first time, our eyes are wide open about the information that we have. But the other thing is, this airplane is by far the easiest airplane I've ever flown, and I keep hearing that from every pilot that gets in the airplane. So we've, with technology, created a human-machine interface that really helps us with our flying. In other words, that translates to safety again, with the safety of our men and women in uniform being of paramount importance.
And not only is it easier to fly, it's also a little cheaper. Tell me about that.
Well, as a matter of fact, with our latest agreement with the government for the 478 airplanes, we were able to get the price of our airplane down to levels that we have never seen in this program before. When we designed this airplane, we also designed affordability into it. In other words, we had a target goal of trying to meet next year. We already met that with this latest decision, and what that means is for the taxpayer, for the U.S. services, we're able to have an airplane now at a fourth generation fighter price with fifth generation capabilities. That's a lot of value.
That's impressive. And how does the F-35 program have an impact in our state?
Well, I'll tell you, Utah has one of the most important bases that the U.S. Air Force has for F-35s in Salt Lake City, Hill Air Force Base. But it's not just Hill, it's not just the operational units that are there, but the F-35 program has a direct and indirect impact on Utah with over 3,800 jobs associated with the F-35 program and over a $338 million financial impact to the state.
Where can we get more information about this aircraft and this program?
If people are curious about the airplane and the program, I encourage them to go to www.f35.com for more information about the airplane and the program.
And Al, I have to ask you before I let you go, it's not often I get to talk with a chief test pilot. Did you always want to fly planes ever since you were a child?
Well, I always wanted to do something that combined my interest in science and technology and the latest and greatest stuff. When I was real little, I wanted to be an astronaut or a test pilot, and here I stand before you as the chief test pilot for Lockheed Martin. Life's been good for me.
It sounds like it. And what's been a highlight of your career?
Well, I'll tell you what, Christine, when I'm able to work on airplanes like this, when I'm able to help with the thousands and thousands of people that do it alongside me, shoulder to shoulder, we make a difference. And that's what's so important. When I watch the faces of the pilots from Hill Air Force Base come back from a mission, when I talk to them, when I see pictures of them flying all over the world and doing their missions and knowing I made a difference, that's the most rewarding thing I ever get out of this.
Well, thank you so much, Al, for talking with us. This is an impressive aircraft, and it's been an honor speaking with you today.
Thank you so much, Christine.
That's it for What's Now. I hope you feel ready for small talk and lots of chit-chatting. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. with Mountain Connections live in studio and more What's Now at 9 a.m. Be sure to tune in then. We'll see you next time.